Gutterding, so effective, 84 points this season. Averaging more points per game than Jordan Wolf was in 2014. Can he get this Duke offense cooking in the opening quarter? Feed in front, and there's the goal. Sean Lowry, the redshirt freshman, camping out in the middle, then puts it behind Turnbaugh. Duke pulls one back.
Fantastic execution here by Duke in the 6-on-6. You'll see Gutterding find Lowry inside. They didn't generate a lot on that initial slide. You could see the little show and then recover and throws one right back. Tough call there by the officials. That's one of those could kind of go either way. Was that a hold by Moreland? Was that a lift and a hold by Hopkins? Kind of a bang-bang tough call.
Duke shooting 37% in the first quarter on the year. Before that shot, they were 3 of 6, 50%, and really peppering Turnbaugh's cage early and often in this opening quarter. Here's Kevin Quigley, freshman from Basking Ridge, New Jersey. Back to Quigley. Trying to get a step, doesn't have it. Passes it off Brad Smith. One more to Riley Walsh.
Yeah, great rotation there by Rapine. Coming up off all from a noun to take that threat away.
And right as the timer was... Mitch Russell, South Carolina native, going back and forth, doesn't have an inch. Great defense from Joe Carlini, the senior. Over the top of Turnbaugh, Duke on the backup.
Gutterding doesn't need much space, huh?
No.
I think he absolutely just pulls that. If you are not on his hands, expect him to pull the trigger from the outside. Here he is again in the two-man.
What an impressive shot that was. Sean Lowry, his second of the game, just reared back and fired that one past Turnbaugh. 4 straight goals for Duke.
Sean Lowry with just a grown man move here. You see him lean in on Jones, step back, and then just let it go. I mean, this is just absolute rip from the outside with a defender.
Well, Duke's got 9, and maybe it's the sloppy conditions coming into play.
Sloppy conditions, a little bit of nerves. Hopkins, you know, amongst the leaders in terms of turnovers. They're very judicious with the ball typically. That was just a very careless play as they're clearing the ball.
Muscling his way in. How'd he do it? Sean Lowry, a hat trick for the redshirt freshman. Went by 3 white jerseys and then beat Turnbaugh on the doorstep. Wow. Dave Petramala's face says it all.
Sean Lowry just kind of catches Hopkins napping a little bit. Just a careless careless little defensive. You see Carlini go for the trail check there. The slide's late. It just seems like Hopkins wasn't totally ready there, and Lowry, that alley dodge, seemed pretty harmless, and then boom.
Chips. Duke has lost in the first round the last 2 seasons. In the entire history of the program, they've never lost 3 first-round matchups in a row. So something would like to come to an end if you're a Blue Devil fan. The freshman goes right in. He was swung to the ground as he attempted the shot.
To try to knock him off of his horse a little bit, given how much success he's having at the face-off X.
Take another look. And Kyle Marr laying the lumber.
It looked clean right to his chest. It wasn't anything high, so give the officials credit for letting him play a little bit there.
And Duke is where they've been for most of the afternoon, and they're attacking third. And that beats Turnbaugh. Justin Gutterding, the lefty hammer, and he snuck it right on the inside. Man, how did he have any room on that near post?
If I'm Hopkins, I'm thinking about a goalie change here, because this is one that you absolutely have to come up with. This is stick side high, near pipe. Turnbull is all over it, and it either knocks off of his stick, goes
in Thursday. And if you're Will Ryan preparing for this game, you think there's no chance you're playing. It was a two-man battle between Logan and Turnbaugh. Logan academically ineligible. Turnbaugh didn't bring it today. And now Will Ryan tries to match up against a potent Duke offense. 90 seconds left in the half. Back to Gutterding, 7 points in this opening half, and a timeout taken by Duke. You didn't like that call.
Brett and Syracuse-Yale, I mean, if that's not a one-goal game, I don't know what is.
Everything's a one-goal game with the Syracuse Orange this year. And you had Yale last weekend at the Ivy League tournament. They played 2 tight games, but won impressively. 15 seconds left in this opening half. Riley Walsh down the left alley to Bruckner. Quickly to Brad Smith. Over the Gutterding. Everything he's touched has turned to goals today. Let's see if he's got one more in him. 3 seconds left. Ball loose. And that'll do it for the opening half hour. Hopkins scored.
Hopkins never really had the ball. And kudos to Rowe there. But that's the first place you've got to turn the tides in order to come claw back in this game.
Blue Devils dominated possession in this first half and also shot really well. 57% in the first half, 12 of 21. And this Duke team only averages 34% in the first half this season. And a big reason why Brock Turnbaugh, Hopkins starting goalkeeper, 3 saves, 11 goals allowed. And Coach Petramala pulled him out of the game. It's Sean Lowry in the second line midfield on the field for Duke. Lowry with 3 goals to his name today. Go to Gutterding. 8 points in the first half. On the inside, off the pipe. Beat Ryan, but the iron bails him out. Big time hits coming in. A flag flies late.
Absolutely just laying one on an experienced Hopkins team that's undefeated under Coach Petramala at home. In the tournament, that is.
One more point on the face-offs. 8 straight face-off wins, Ryan. So Duke is pedal to the metal.
There's just absolutely no way you can come back if you're losing face-offs. It's that simple, let alone 8 straight. So give a ton of credit to Rowe in terms of just not even allowing a sliver of hope.
Here's Sean Lowry, who had a first half hat trick. Back to Gutterding. That pass knocked down, finally.
Leading because they were never able to stop Duke's runs.
Kyle Rowe, outstanding from the face-off X. 19 wins today compared to Johns Hopkins 7. Gutterding, that time denied. Brock Turnbaugh, great save. Hopkins fans feeling like could have used a little of that earlier. But better late than never to deny Gutterding, who's been red hot today. Here's Quigley. Puts on the brakes. Tinney keeps up with him. If you're head coach of Duke, John Danowski, how long do you keep your starters in. Still 13 minutes left, but you're up 11.
Yeah, I think he's going to start thinking about that pretty quickly. I mean, flip side is obviously you want to keep everybody fresh heading into next week, and as it'll stay here with
clear advantage in both those departments.
Yeah, coming into the game, you thought the face-offs could be an even battle. Rowe has been absolutely dominant there. You knew Fowler for Duke was steady, not spectacular. He's played pretty much to a course, played his game to a T there, and then for Hopkins with the kind of the Logan surprise, a ton of pressure on Turnbull. He wasn't expected to start. It didn't play great. Normally they bring in the other guy as a catalyst to serve as a spark. They didn't really have that in their back pocket today.
And if you're just joining us, that Gerald Logan surprise was he was ruled academically ineligible, the intended starter for today's game. And Coach Petramala found out late last night they had planned all week for Logan to be the guy. And Turnbull comes in probably low on confidence and only had 3 saves in the first half compared to 11 goals allowed for the Blue Devils. Tinney called for a foul, thought he had a takeaway there.
Yeah, that's an easy one. He took his hand off with that one-hand wrap. The check was fine, but when you take your free hand and hold or guide the player, they're going to get you on that.
Errant pass. Hopkins